I can't tell you how many times I get asked, Lou, am I too old to start a business? Not joking, I probably hear it at least 2 or 3 times a month, maybe more. I mean, sometimes it's actually more than that. I hear people say that. Usually they ask me that question because they're unhappy with their job. They're tired of sitting in a cubicle. They've dreamed about owning a business, but for whatever reason, they just never got around to doing it. So, recently when I had an opportunity to sit down with Jeff Hoffman, the co-founder of Priceline.com, serial entrepreneur, billionaire, Grammy Award winner, philanthropist, I thought I'd ask Jeff that question. What does he think? I'm going to give you Jeff's answer, his powerful answer. And that, my friends, is up next here on Over 50 TV. So what do you tell a person who is over 50, okay, somebody who's a little older, who is looking at their life and saying, I'm not happy, I haven't been happy, I'm tired of sitting in the cubicle, I am going to jump, I'm going to make that leap, I'm going for it. What do you tell them that they need to do? Because in the back of their head, they're always thinking, am I too old? Because I hear this all the time.
Sure, of course you do.
I'm too old, I want it, I can taste it, but am I too old?
Okay, so let's do this in 2 pieces. Because the first part also refers back to something I mentioned earlier, which is the middle ground. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people don't want to just jump because, like you said, they have a house, they have a mortgage, they have kids in college, whatever it is. And so they don't want to just make the entrepreneurial jump. So there's a way to get there, which is for you literally, it's still going to have a scary part, okay? Sure. I'm warning you, but there's still a scary part. Yeah. But here's what you do. You say, I'm going to make up a number. You need a runway, right? And a runway is an amount of time without an income to launch something. In the industry, they say, what's your runway? And you say, I have enough cash to eat for 6 months. So let's say that you have an idea and you want to jump because you're not happy with your current life and you want to go be an entrepreneur and do something. You have to build yourself a runway. And the way you build a runway is you say, what's the amount of time? You say, if I had 6 months to do nothing all day except work on this idea, I think I could get it launched. Yeah. So then what you do now is you literally start cutting back and you have a jar. I actually had a jar once where I was putting money in.
Good
so
idea.
Think of it figuratively. You have the money jar. And you are going to cut back on some things, right? Maybe you don't need that 3rd car, or you're not going to go out to dinner at the steakhouse as much. You start cutting back and you start saving, but you've set a target. It's like the United Way thermometer on the wall. Yeah. I need enough, I know what my bills are, times 6 months. I need 6 months to launch this company, and I need this much money each month to pay my bills. So I'm gonna work right now. I'm not gonna just quit and do what Jeff said. I'm not gonna do the jump off the cliff. Yeah. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna start climbing the mountain towards it. So every month I'm setting money aside until the jar has 6 months worth of expenses in it, but then you gotta jump. So we're not telling you to transition and be broke the next day. Mm-hmm. We're saying start a runway savings account, and when there's enough for you to live 6 months with no income, then you quit your job, and now it's the scary part. You got 6 months to make this business work. But you're not paying your bills during that time. You saved money for 6 months. That's what I tell people to do. Make a plan, set a date, figure out the amount you need. And now during that 6 months, the good news is you can hear the clock going tick, tick, tick on those 6 months, and it drives you to get there. Now, as far as being too old, here is the beauty of entrepreneurship. I always tell people that we as entrepreneurs, we are farmers, but we're idea farmers. We harvest ideas. We plant seeds and we water them, right? And we hope some of them will grow, and we try to grow some of them. It's a numbers game. You plant a lot of seeds of ideas and you see what grows. So the good news about ideas as a crop is that ideas don't care where they came from. Ideas don't care. I'll give you an example. Ideas don't care if you're young or old, if you're black or white, if you're Jewish or Christian. Ideas don't care about any of that stuff, right? A good idea is unstoppable in the world. So, it doesn't matter how old you are. It matters how good your idea. If you think about people that started companies, these are all companies that were started in the 50s and 60s. Geico, IBM, he was in his 50s. Geico, I think he was in his 60s. E-Trade, he was in his 50s. IBM, that was definitely, he was already in his 60s. So E-Trade, IBM, Geico, Home Depot.
Huffington Post.
Yeah, oh yeah.
McDonald's.
All those companies were started by people in their 50s and 60s. So why did they succeed? Because it had nothing to do with their age. It had to do with the quality of the idea. So quit focusing on your age. and focus on, if you have an amazing idea, the world grabs ideas and pulls them forward. They don't care.
Well, Jeff and I are certainly on the same page when it comes to being too old or being too young even to start a business. You know, I've always believed through my whole business career, I've always believed that if you have the desire, if you have the energy, if you have the will, start a business. There's no other way that you can have some control over your life. There's no other way you can have some control over your destiny. But Jeff really said something that hit the nail on the head. What Jeff said is, it's about the idea. If the marketplace likes your idea, you're going to win. It doesn't matter how old you are. This is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. Have a great day, everybody.